Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Redman Reacts. I'm the host, Pipsy, here tonight. Of course, we have Redman.
Yo, yo.
And a reoccurring special guest with us today. We have Paddywhack with us here.
Hello once again, audience.
All right. And I'm going to do this disclaimer from the start. If you see any of these videos that I'm about to show you popping up and you haven't seen them before, don't watch them in this low quality that I'm going to upload this in. Go watch them on your own without us talking over it. And freaking, it's better that way. All right? Freaking watch the videos on your own. All right? Thank you. But if you want to see the reactions, this is going to be the reaction bit. All right? All right. You guys want to start?
Yeah, I'm ready. As always, more likely than not, if I had to guess, we're going to like all the videos we see this evening. So if we don't comment anything in particular, don't take that as in we dislike it. It's just not as notable as some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. And also, we'll be posting the playlist in the description of the video, and the playlist will be ordered from Redman's favorite to, not worst, but favorite to least favorite videos in the playlist. So if you want to check that out after to see the full overall rankings from the last episodes, you can do that. All right. So the first video for tonight is called Int, and it's by Ivy or Grub. Thoughts, Redman?
Song? I actually thought, given the kind of frags that he had in the movie, I thought that the song was very appropriate. I really like that aspect of it. And also just the kind of idea of it. Of just these funnier kills with this kind of funnier music. It worked for me. I enjoyed it. Of course, there wasn't a lot of crazy stuff. We're not seeing a bunch of crazy editing. It just seemed like, turned off the HUD in a demo and filmed it. But, I thought it worked for what it was trying to be.
Paddywhack?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the cleanest videos that has been shown. The frags very clean, the music pretty clean, all around pretty clean.
Clean time.
Yeah.
All right. This next one's by Secret, and it's called Robbery.
I'm already liking this.
Robbery. Armed robbery. Give it up. Your destination is a green, killing you without being seen. That's the plan. You'll get swollen up when I snick, G. Your shit's getting stolen. I'm rolling up on you quickly. I'm taking your Tommy Hilfiger coat. Clothesline from behind. Put the razor to this nigga's throat. Stand still. Don't make my hand kill. Fuck around. End up in the landfill. All over a Granville. Money something you should have gave up. Now your family has to dig a grave up. If you wanted them bitch. Nigga rich. Niggas with fancy clothes. You'll get attacked by your mental cases. Faces covered with pantyhose. I'm blasting anyone that has a frown. Get messed up with the pound by a man dressed up as a clown. You'll be tripping magenta lively. With no justice you'll die, G. Cause you can't identify me. Robbery. Kid running. Robbery. Give it up, bitch. Robbery. Hand it over, fuck robbery. Give it up. I'm attacking you dressed up like the villain from Cobra, on sober, wearing the mask like it was the end of October. Your life is over. In your pants you're peeing when I pull out my fucking 3 pounds and represent like I'm skiing. I've done worse shit than you. You wanna see? I'll rehearse it on you. Try to fucking rob me, I'll flip it, kid, and reverse it on you. Even if you're only 7, you'll become a victim quicker than Sonya Previn. You'll get sent to the lonely heaven. Don't go around the places I lurk for, cause I go berserk for everything you fucking work for. Don't think I won't cut your wench throat. I got the shotgun under the trench coat. Plus when I get greedier, the media eats it up, and you fucking reporters get bonus when necro slaughters. Store owners on video recorders when I'm thinking there's always a face I must bad. And if I'm seen taking the green, then I'm shaving off my mustache. Robbery, robbery. Run it, herb. Robbery, robbery. Put it in the bag, robbery, robbery.
Alright, Red Man, what do you think?
Fantastic. I really enjoyed that one. First off, as you're gonna hear me do for the last ones and then the ones coming after, song choice, I think he picked a fantastic song, as well as it went really well with the kind of stuff he was going for. And what Patty Wack was saying with the last one, very clean video. This is an extremely clean video, both with the different frags as well with the editing itself, especially that opening cinematic. I thought it was really well done. Then moving into using a streamer's clip, I thought that was a very tasteful way of doing it, without kind of breaking the flow of the full movie. Then he had that flash kill, and then flashed it into a cinematic of that kill, as well as before that they also had Secret had that shot, and then he did a from the other side of the room. I don't remember exactly how it looked, but it was the transparent of it, so you could see what was happening from a different angle at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was very clean, very good video.
Mr. Wack?
Yeah, I liked it. Not as much as the first one though, but the best parts were definitely the cinematics. They looked very nice with the it looked like a hand cam. I feel like that was really nice. Yeah.
Dope. Alright. Next video is V Has Come To by Vivid.
V has come to.
V has come too.
Red Man.
that video had easily some of the coolest transitions we've seen out of any of the movies we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Probably the coolest. Like so the two I really liked. Like there were a lot of them though. The two I really liked was the Ace on CT side on Nuke, going around the corner into that terrorist, getting that those Deagle kills. I don't know if you remember that exact little shot, but I thought that was a really cool way of putting two clips together in the same area. I haven't seen anyone doing that yet in any of the movies we watched, and I thought that was super neat. Same thing with the transition using Murder Hole to then go into Connector on Mirage. I thought that was also very clean. I really like that one. I thought, the transitions that there was the editing, there were the frags, there were a bunch of different parts of it that were good, but those transitions really sold it for me. Really enjoyed it. Great work.
Patty?
It starts off, I'm thinking my computer's getting hacked. Turns out it was all a simulation. But for real though, you can tell that he put a lot of thought into like everything. I don't know. I really like Vivid's videos because they feel like somebody's baby or something. Like he took a lot of care like with this one. Yeah.
All right. Next one is called Strangers. It's by Rags. CS. Let's watch.
Get used to me.
Eternity is very okay.
Said he had some live and some boy, but it ran out. Partner had a number one connection. Exclusive.
Red man.
I have very little to say about this one, and none of it's negative. I thought one thing I really appreciated about this one versus some of the other ones was I did like how it appeared that he had brightened up a lot of them, because YouTube can be kind of weird sometimes, and CS can be kind of weird that sometimes where the clips, even though you don't mean them to, can get kind of dark looking, especially around the edges and in corners. So I liked how bright it looked. All the movements were clean. Video looked good. Good. It was I did like the use of the logo as well as part of the transitions. I would like if more people did that sort of thing. But other than that, I don't have that much to say.
Daddy Whack.
Well, I always like Rag's videos. They're always nice. I like his fragging style too. But the problem with having like really nice skill shots in your frag video is they kind of like end up looking the same if you just have like first person view getting a 4K, you know.
Hmm.
It doesn't feel too special. That's the problem. But it's still a very nice video. And very good frags as well.
Dope. Moving on. Next video is by Nosgov. It's called Pop Snot. This is a re-upload, but it's by Nosgov. Alright.
World War IV, whenever tech rhyme, physical grind, no subliminal, call me on direct line, heads fly, F the next guy, I your best buy, shorty like let's ride, took me on a sex drive, NY, creep like bars, chilly and left eye, don't sweat mine, move from the gate, brothers respect mine, cool with the broad, yes I'm, moving it hard, yes I'm, true as to do it, whoever disputed you wreck time, yes I, leave your head twisted like a red tie, deck amphetamines, they fiending for the next line.
It's like limbo. How low can you go? V go lower than your bimbo pantyhole. Damn, yo, I say that's pretty damn low. In the city streets with more ammo than Rambo. Rambo, y'all don't want V in it. Make the coolest cat piss his coochie in a minute. When he blow and get ballin' at the top slot, 20 G's ahead for whoever calling cop shot. Pop snot.
What?
Smash! You ain't seen shit yet. Smash!
Tender-headed, get they wig split with folk sheen. V manufacture gun cleaning kits for codeine. Party people ask them how you so mean and still quiet. Could it be the codeine in your diet?
Alright, Red Man.
So I feel like I should do some prefacing before I go into this video.
Sloxy recommended this to me. I had no idea it wasn't a frag video, but I've never seen this before. I'm also very happy with this video. It's just on my own. I really liked it, but whatever. For sure, we can still rate it and have fun.
Yeah,
Still good. All right, so Red Man, go ahead.
Things I should put out there, as I'm guessing most people who are going to be watching this don't know me. I'm wanting to work. I do a little bit of work in it, in like video production, as well as like I want to work in movie making or TV making and all that sort of thing. So when it comes to good cinematics and good like camera movements and so on and so forth, I have a little bit of an affinity for that, as well as I'm probably a little bit older than some of the most people in the CSGO or fragging community, and I kind of grew up in the era of like not necessarily like the heyday of it, but a little bit towards the end of it, especially because my brother was into it, of skating and skate videos. Because one of my older brothers really liked it, I also watched a fair amount of them. And dude, the fisheye lens, the music, the movements, all of that, it really did it for me. I really enjoyed watching this video. Every part of it, just so many parts of it were super cool. I also like the little, though it may not have been intentional to do a copy of it, when they were in Sniper's Nest going into Ladder Room. They had that little mess up take before doing the real one. The real skate video vibes of the stuff you can see. I really, really like this video. Very good job.
Patty.
I like the video. I like the idea. I just like to see some harder jumps and a little bit less filler next time. The video concept, the idea is very cool. I like, because that would be like if that was a skate video, that'd be a very good skate video. Just say that.
I'm gonna give my reaction a little bit too, because my first time watching, I almost cried a little bit while watching this. This is kind of beautiful, especially when he went into connector on that cinematic. I kind of got some feels going. But all right, moving on. Okay, this next one by Freddy. It's called Cinco. I think it's how you pronounce it, but it's by Freddy. So we starting.
Good morning, Paul. What will your first sequence of the day be?
Computer load up, celery man, please.
Yes, Paul.
Could you kick up the 43D 3D
3 engaged. Add sequence oyster.
Give me a printout of Oyster smiling. Computer?
Yes.
Do we have any news sequences?
I have a beta sequence I've been working on. Would you like to see it?
Alright.
Okay.
Hey, Paul. I'm Tane, your latest dancer. I can't wait to entertain you.
Now, Tane I can get into. Could I see a hat wobble?
Yes.
And a flargon snout?
Yes.
Is there any way to generate a nude Tane?
Not computing. Please repeat.
Nude Tane.
This is not suitable for work. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Excuse me, Paul. Your wife is on the phone. It's an emergency.
I'll get it later. We have important work to do.
Right, man.
Or I get a lot of, even though in concept they're not necessarily that similar because of what they're going for. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was it 1982 or 1918 something, whatever the one was. The Twilight Zone one. I get a lot of that video.
2018 by Freddy. No, not Freddy, but Freezy Terror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a lot of vibes from that one and that idea of like taking an idea that isn't thematic or tonal in it in a way. I guess it is kind of thematic, but not in the way one would think. Getting that idea and then putting it to a frag movie like this, you know, running sequences, especially when it went to that little box video in the middle of the desktop, as well as that little glitch out at the end where you had the different overlaid gameplays before the ending. I thought all of that was a really cool idea for a frag movie. Also, Ben Stiller. Well, that wasn't Ben Stiller. What am I talking? Wait, was it?
No, that wasn't. Now
I can't remember who it was.
Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah. I was trying to think. I was like, Ben Stiller and Paul Rudd look the same to me anyway, so I couldn't remember which one it was.
Patty Whack.
Well, I was gonna say that had a lot going on, and I couldn't really keep up with it, but I think that that's kind of what he was going for, because, you know, those Adult Swim TV shows and all of that. It's kind of like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I like it, though. I like those TV shows as well. They're very creative, and I'd like to to see more videos that take inspiration not from music, but from like different medias of art. I feel they don't get enough representation, I guess, in frag videos. That's all.
All right. Next one is by Sloxy. It's called Bank.
Fuck off, Sluxy. No fucking chill off.
Red man.
I'll start off at the beginning where I do many of them. The music, I wasn't really feeling the beat throughout, especially towards the end where it got to that like distorted, can barely hear it type whatever. It wasn't working it for me. When it came to the actual editing of everything, I had no problems with it. Once again, and this was him doing it on purpose, but it isn't really something that I like seeing. Was the super dark, gritty, making CS:GO just look very dark. I think it as is already sometimes a little bit of a dark game, so adding those extra filters, especially on the like one train shots he was doing, it seemed like a little bit too much for me. And then that Mirage kill he had when he was like B hopping through Cat into B site, I had a hard time kind of understanding what was even going on in that one. Now, when it came to the editing and timing of everything, I thought those did work really well. Especially because I don't know if he used motion blur in this one, but it didn't seem as jarring as some of the other ones. Maybe it had to do with cleaner movements, maybe higher quality video and demos, but I like that aspect of it a lot.
You Patty what?
This is more my speed. I like this video a lot. I'm trying to think. Nah, I got nothing.
Alright. Next video is by, this is another one recommended by Sloxy. This is by Eno, I think is what he typed me, and it's called ASAP.
So recognize that shit. You better fucking recognize that fucking name right now, ASAP. Recognize that shit ASAP. Fucking sap. You don't put no fucking fear in my heart.
These other niggas so-so, they open up my mojo. Feeling Sophie with a half a kilo by her JoJo. Blow it out your culo, who got dough on the condo? My partner had Cinco, now we blowing on that Ocho. Bozos love my rose gold, Purple got me slow-mo. Something like I'm Dorothy, but my rubies in my gold though. What you think is fofo? These niggas must be loco. Then I let that tech show, hear that echo. Let go, that netto, be special to your threshold. Niggas acting petrol like they sex roll, what's metro? Bunch of bad bitches.
Did that skip ahead?
No. Did it skip for you guys at all?
No, I just thought it was a short one. It didn't.
Yeah, it's a short one.
Skip.
Okay.
Redman?
I didn't say anything at the beginning because I didn't want to interrupt it. But I had some really high hopes for it because I really liked that idea of the old, because before PowerPoint presentation, they had those old school like We
Slider
did little
things.
little
Slideshow.
slide show presentations, and I thought he was going to do transitions using that, and I was really excited because I thought there was some really creative things, as well as I thought he set up some really nice shots, and they did that one, which is the thumbnail, the FBI agent.
Yeah.
I was really thinking that was going to be cool, but then we got into the actual Frag movie, and it decided to go with some of those like messing up digital looking transitions, which I have no issue with those. I think they can look really cool, but I think it was kind of a conflict of personality there, because we have this kind of old school technology feel of it, and then all the rest of the video afterwards had nothing to do with it. We'd call that a non sequitur. What you had in the beginning didn't really fit what happened at the end, and I don't know. After that point, since I was already hoping for that kind of transitions, not saying it was kind of jarring. Other than that, the song wasn't super feeling it, but the lighting and editing of it I thought was nice.
Okay, what?
I same as Redman. It kind of didn't really match together, but I did like the music, and I think that the frags were very creative. But he got that Deagle ace, and I couldn't really see anything, and that kind of made me sad.
Alright. Moving on to the next video here. This one's by Rake. It doesn't really have a real title. It's called Old Video That Got So Shit On. Alright, let's play it.
Residue stuck on my hand. If you think I'm back in the kitchen, you can back in the fist. Edge the trenches. What you know, I'm back in the bitch. 9 down, up in the back of the Bentley. What you know about the having? Refresh it. I couldn't really hear what you said. You're not to leave it, now that wishing I was dead. And any pussy must be thinking that I'm fucking pop. I don't fucking buy, just winning, I'll be in and out. Taking out by your
Keep on flexing those muscles.
Father Blaze.
Right, man.
If we're looking back at the last video as a kind of guidelines into what this one is, if that one seemed kind of like a non sequitur, then this one very much was. And I feel like that there's a lot of times when you have fans of anything, and they see like what one of the creators, they create 1 or 2 or 3 things. They're like, okay, this person only makes these things. They always expect that out of that person. I always find that messed up. I always think someone should be like a creator, shouldn't have to feel restrained to make something different. That being said, I don't know if it was necessarily appropriate that all those things had to be in the same video. I think if you had one video of one style for each one, it would have worked a lot better than having all three styles, especially the one between, or like the cut between the second and the third, which is the really hard shift with like no transition or buffer or anything moving into it. That being said, each individual one I didn't have too much of an issue with, but putting them all together in one vid I think was not the right call.
How'd it work?
I really like the first two parts of the video. I like the frags. It synced up well with the music, but yeah, I felt. I also really like the low spec gamer things going on. I really like that. I'd like to see somebody else try and use that effect like well, because I feel like I don't know. I just really like the simplified look of everything. Yeah, but it wasn't really that good. But it was pretty good though. But it wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, moving on to the next video. This one's called Vices, and it's by Hexa.
You in the 06 Mustang. Yeah, your boyfriend must be lame. Ain't tryna rob the game. Just run up a couple of racks. I went and bought me a chain. The XD hit that stain. I love it when it rains. It's just like cocaine. Black and white, none of this shit cocaine. She be off the money, cocaine. Sliding on all my minds together, cocaine. Cocaine. Riding around with the gang, little boy, you know you a stain.
Alright, Red Man.
I, more than the next guy, I'd probably say more than most people, can appreciate sticking to your guns when it comes to an idea. Staying consistent, going with it all the way through. And when it comes to like the two different ideas, the first half and the second half, or what it should look like, I can appreciate him sticking with it consistently all the way through. Now, both kinds of editing, both songs he used, I wasn't really feeling. But that being said, I don't think that they were necessarily bad by any means. And I think that the last video could take take a tip from this one, which is it had two different themes, with just the regular, kind of flashing colors or glowing colors of the people versus that really grainy quality. I felt that those two side by side didn't seem as strange. Juxtaposed immediately next to each other didn't feel that off versus the last three that were all really, really different versus these two that are similar at the very least. Not my exact kind of frag movie, not one that I would really like, but I can see why people would really like this.
Anyway.
This is just a really good XVA video. You know, you click on an XVA video, you kind of know what to expect, though. That's the problem. But it still is a very nice video. That's all I have to say.
Alright. Next one in the list is by Flair, and it's called Serenity. Playing it up.
That real shit. That real shit.
Alright, Redman.
Maybe it's perhaps a running theme in a lot of these videos. But they did a good job of going for the idea that they tried to go for in both clips of this. The first one, more so than the second one, did I like. I liked what he was trying to do there. I was actually interested to see where he was going to go from there and how he was going to build off of it, and then we went to the second half. And it had an aesthetic that I had no issue with, but it wasn't one that I was feeling as much. Transitions were fine. I think I like more clean looking video than I do like the grainy kind I'm finding. But a personal preference, I guess.
Patty Whack.
I like the grainy effect. I think that this video shows off like a tasteful amount of filters and effects without going like over the top. But sometimes over the top is good. But this video is very collected, I guess. I like this video.
Alright. Next vid is called Late Nights. It's by Sly Hops or MXTT, whatever you want to call him. Matt. Let's play. Alright, Redman.
Clean movement and cinematography. And I think it speaks to his timing that as I was watching the video, I found it difficult to tell whether the little ring he had during his transitions was his own sound effect or if it was the song. Keeping it that consistent throughout. The only time you really find out is by the time you get to the end, where he goes off of it, and I think for good reason, for just some of the longer clips that he probably wanted to use. I thought the movement was clean. Once again, another one where I couldn't tell if it was just because if it was sped up movement or if it was actual motion blur, what was doing some of the effect of the turning. But once again, I thought it was done tastefully, so one way or the other, I thought it worked fine. Well done.
Patty Whack.
Obviously, Sly hops, very high quality, very nice frags.
True. All right. Last video for the night is by Daraa Edits. Video's called Sambar. Red Man.
This ending with the fucking clips on the sides and little thing in the middle, I feel like really ruins that ending, doesn't it? Or that little rainy cinematic. That's too bad. Anyway, secondly, I didn't know you could Zeus through walls. That's kind of cool.
Really, Red Man? Really? Is that it? Were you guys lagging? Or is that just me?
What do you mean?
Like, the video was very laggy for me compared to normal quality.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It was fine for
That was just me. Red Man, is that it? Is that all you gotta...
Oh no, those are just the first two thoughts I had.
Oh, okay.
I have more to say than that, unless you want me to be done.
No, continue.
Definitely of this bunch, but I'd say probably perhaps of a lot of the ones we've seen so far, one of the most tasteful uses of filtering, and I think one of the best examples of what good filtering actually looks like. And I think that was really apparent when he was going through Connector on Mirage out to mid, because it was both dark but bright at the same time. He had a dark filter on it, but you could see everything you needed to see, so it wasn't distorted. I really liked that, especially and then on Mirage when he was in apps shooting out to towards mid and that other little house area that I don't know the name of with the door, like the red shooting out of like the lantern or other lighting source. I thought all of those little different bits of filtering that he did on the lighting looked really nice and made it look really cool. As always with Daraa, great transitions in cinematography. One of the favorites was of the op scope. You know, when the whole screen going black into the scope. I thought that looked very clean as well. It's one of those videos that when you watch it, it would almost be easier to explain if you went a little bit by little bit, instead of me trying to remember all the things I wanted to say while watching the video. I think that speaks to the quality, that there was so much good about it that I can't even remember all of it.
Alright. Patty Whip?
This is my favorite Daraa video. And it's one of my favorite just all-time videos. This is like one of those frag movies that are just like on another level. Like I really hope that, you know, Daraa or whoever like helped him work on this was like getting paid, or like they're gonna get like a job in this, because there's like, I don't know, they just have so much talent. It's crazy. Yeah.
All right. So that concludes our videos for tonight. This is the section where Redman goes back through all the videos and he talks about the ones that were highlighted for him. And then we're going to end the video there. So we can start at int if you, or yeah, I'll send you the playlist.
Oh, I got it right here. I have it saved onto my YouTube. It's just at the bottom as usual.
Yeah, at the bottom is where we started.
Okay. Robbery. I really liked Robbery by Secret. I'm not going to talk about them again because I won't be able to talk about them as well. I'll just say that I like them. So Robbery. Very good. V Has Come by Vivid. Really enjoyed that one. I thought it was very cool. Which one is this? Strangers. It was just clean for what it is. More of a clip compilation, but I had no issue with it. Pop Snot, the re-upload. I mean, it's not a frag movie, but let's be honest here. Who didn't enjoy watching that? Cinco. I think the concept of it was really neat. I really liked that. Because we had that other one that was kind of Windows XP-ish as well.
Yeah,
but I think this one took it to that next level of idea. Let's see.
Can you send me the link?
Yeah, I can send you the link to the playlist. I'm just going to open up the playlist.
Late Nights, clean, very much enjoyed. And then Sambar, of course. As you could probably tell by me talking about it, I also really enjoyed that. This is traditionally where you give your one pick if you had to give one extra special mega credit, Quinn.
Okay, my mega credit. I picked a lot of my faves in here. Me being me, I would normally go with the Sambar. However, Pop Snot was a surprise tonight. was a charming surprise that I was not ready for. So my one pick is going to that one. That's the whew, let me tell you. I'll remember that one for days to come. What about you, Patty? You got a top one? Top pick?
Top three.
Top three?
Definitely Sambar, but that's just a given. And then Late Nights by Sly Hobbs. And then V Has to Come by Vivid Ass.
Nice. All right. Thanks for watching, boys. We'll do another one of these another time. Bye-bye. And also, we'll update the list after this.